What's up guys, Jack the Ripoff here for another edition of Jack's Vlogs. How's your guys' week's been, huh? Really? Nice. My week? It's been alright. Kind of busy, but then at the end kind of not busy. Mainly because we have an air show going on right now. I actually did my volunteering for it, working a food booth at the air show yesterday, and I'm still contemplating whether or not I still want to go there today, just for the show itself. A lot of cool aircraft, a lot of older aircraft out there this air show. Sadly enough, the Thunderbirds weren't able to make it. If you guys have heard the news recently, there was a Thunderbird that had crashed during a flyover at the Air Force Academy in, was it Colorado? Yeah, Colorado. Yeah, I think that's where it's at. I'm not entirely certain, but I'm 99% sure it's in Colorado. But anyways, the air show was pretty cool. They had a lot of older style aircraft, like Vietnam era and World War II era. They had a B-29, which if you guys do remember or not, the B-29 was the aircraft that was used to carry and drop the first two atomic bombs on Japan during World War II. Pretty crazy stuff. I never would have thought I'd see one flying around, at present day. So it's pretty cool that they keep up with these kind of aircraft and everything. Other than that, there was a B-2 bomber flying around, which I've never seen one fly around personally before. I've always seen it on recordings and whatnot, but to actually see one flying around was pretty freaking awesome. And then aside from that, it was just a lot of fun, a lot of cool people, and it was neat to see, because I haven't been to an air show in 10 years almost, so it's awesome to get to go see one again. So today's topic is going to be about internet trash talkers. I know that I talked about YouTube drama in a few vlogs ago, mainly just talking about how people calling each other out for nothing more than the sake of just getting views. I've already told you my piece on that whole part, that the YouTube drama is just a bunch of crap, and it's a big shit show. And it still is, in my opinion. I'm still not a big fan of the YouTube drama and everything. I never want to take part in YouTube drama. If anyone ever tries to start any kind of drama with me personally, odds are I'll probably just ignore it, because it's stupid high school stuff, essentially, is what this YouTube drama is becoming. But today is kind of going to look a little bit more into it and talk about the internet trash talkers. I'm sure a lot of you guys might be familiar with the YouTuber Leafy is Here. I am actually subscribed to Leafy because I find him funny. He actually has a very blatant sense of humor, and when I say blatant, I mean he's not afraid to say what he wants to say. And I kind of have a lot of respect for people like that, when they have no filter and they say what they want to say because they want to say it. But it's not really going to be focused on Leafy as a whole, more so than the people that vainly try and make a response to him. Since Leafy's channel started blowing up, I mean it blew up fast. As far as I can tell, up to date, he has the fastest time to subscriber ratio on YouTube, even surpassing PewDiePie in the sense of he gained more subscribers in a shorter amount of time. Not saying he has more subscribers than PewDiePie, but within the short amount of time, his subscriber count skyrocketed at a faster rate than PewDiePie's did whenever his channel really started to blow up. He just recently hit 3 million subscribers, which I think is awesome in my opinion. I mean, obviously he's doing something right, and to have 3 million people subscribe to him, I can only wish to have that many subscribers. I'm actually down to 71 right now. I lost 2 recently. I'm not sure if it's just people unsubscribing or if it's just inactive channels getting removed. I don't know, but I'm not really worried about that. Like I said before in many other videos, I do this for fun. I do this because I want to, not because I need to. But there are I've kind of noticed when it comes to people like internet trash talkers or just big YouTubers in general, there's a pattern that I've kind of noticed when it comes to who's the big shot highlight YouTuber this season coming around, and whoever's the big focus point on YouTube during that time, there's always going to be a handful of people that try and do what they can to, I guess I can say, like, dirty the name of that YouTube, or that YouTuber, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but there's always a pattern of that. I don't fully understand it. It's kind of weird, kind of funny. I don't know. I still have to create a full opinion on that, just because I don't really have much of one to begin with. But the whole thing about it is that Leafy, his channel is mainly I got a text message. Wait a second. But Leafy's channel, it thrives on the weird part of YouTube. You all know that weird part of YouTube when you've been browsing it for a little too long and you just end up in a part of it where it's just like, what the fuck am I watching? We've all been there. Like, it's, YouTube has some dark places, that is for damn sure. But his channel thrives on that because all he legitimately does is just talk shit about it. And I'm not saying it like that's a bad thing. You know, the thing about it is that the things that he does talk shit about are usually pretty weird in the public eye. Don't get me wrong. Much like the toothless Leafy Stalker Viner and Whitney, Wisconsin, and whatever the hell this guy does. Like, he just sits there. Kind of scares me. But I mean, when you think of it, the things he talks about are legitimately weird things. And lately, a lot of his responses now have been to people trying to make responses talking shit on Leafy himself. There was this one that I saw recently of this dude wearing a towel over his head, claiming, he didn't make a blatant claim that he was part of the KKK, but it was very obvious that's what he was trying to insinuate. He had a towel over his head, like, the worst eye holes ever to be cut. Like, you could not see his eye. Like, there was like one eye right here, and then like the eye hole was like up here in his forehead or something like that. I don't know about that. But he just started spouting out, just racial insults after racial insults, calling Leafy an N-word lover and, a spick and all that kind of stuff, And the thing about that is I have black friends too. So that's, first off, kind of bullshit that he's going to be talking like that. But the thing is that this guy literally did this just to get views. And then not only that, but afterwards he decided to create another video where he was being interviewed by this guy, saying that Leafy was messaging him on Twitter to make that video. Leafy saw the video and he viewed the video and he basically showed the utter bullshit that was in that video. He showed the crappy Photoshop job of the fake messaging, and it just straight up called him out. And honestly, like, more power to you for doing that. Seriously, that's utter bullshit that someone's going to be doing that anyways. But that's kind of the point that what I'm talking about is these big YouTubers who have people that are trying to squander their name or squander their channel just because they're being successful usually go for that kind of thing. They'll immediately go for that pattern of calling them racist. Saying they were sexually assaulted by that YouTuber, saying, something just outlandish about it. Kind of ridiculous. There was another video that was recently put up about a grown man crying, saying that Leafy sexually assaulted him in public and that everyone was laughing about it. Seriously. What kind of mindset do you have to be in to think, hey, that's a good idea. I should make a video about saying someone sexually assaulted me, and then I'll just put on the greatest acting job ever and everyone will believe me. It's not the case. It really is not the case, because obviously Leafy called out that bullshit real fast. And kind of moving away from the subject of Leafy, you have other people who they thrive on the utter bullshit shit talking. Like, Leafy is understandable. Leafy talks about things that are legitimately weird, and when he realizes that he fucked up on something or that he made a mistake, he will make a video apologizing for that. There are other YouTubers who will not. There's this one guy, like, his channel thrives on drama. His own channel is called Drama Alert, Killer Keemstar, if you guys know him. That's another thing, it's like, his channel thrives on drama rather than just making fun of something. And he claims time and time again that his news channel is unbiased and that he only talks with an unbiased, side of it. But a lot of his more recent videos have kind of shown that that's not necessarily the case. And even then, like I don't know if he has a second channel or not, but I know I've seen a lot of other videos that weren't from his Drama Alert channel that is, like, I understand everyone is free to their own opinion, and I will respect that to the fullest, you know? I don't ever want to bash anyone for having an opinion, but here's kind of where I draw the line. If you're going to have a channel where you're supposed to have an unbiased opinion, and like basically no opinion at all, you have to be open to both sides. But then you want to go off on another video and just rant about how the video you just talked about is, you know, this and that, and it's completely your extremely biased opinion. That's kind of bullshit, because you know you want to have that unbiased opinion, but then you want to tell everyone, you know, how they should think about it in a totally different video. I completely screwed that up. I can't talk right now. I'm in the process of cleaning my room and everything, and I'm a little bit frazzled at the moment. As you tell, I'm not dressed in my best attire, and my hair's not made, and I don't look pretty at all. But enough about my lonely existence. Onward, back to the subject. But it's just a pattern that I've seen, you know, and when it comes to YouTubers like Keemstar, who their channels thrive on drama. Now, that's the thing too, it's like, he wants to have a channel where he talks about the news and the YouTube drama as a newscaster, essentially, is what he wants it to be, and pretty much what it is. Like, it's not like insinuating or anything, it's strictly a news channel. But here's the thing, some of the things he talks about are so controversial, and the things that he says, you know, on other videos and whatnot are just so controversial. You know, it's hard to have too much respect for his channel when he's, you know, saying things blatantly out loud, such as "can't wait to report your death," you know, and like legitimately saying that he wants to kill someone, and that's not a threat, he wants to kill that person. You know, for someone that wants to, you know, make news, like, you know, spout out news and everything, it seems a lot of what you're doing is just making the news yourself, creating the drama yourself, letting people respond to that, and then bashing them on your news channel just because you talked about it first. Kind of shitty, but I don't really pay too much attention to his channel as it is. I don't really care much for it. I just kind of wanted to say what my opinion was about it. And I'm not saying this as in like you guys should go bash him or you guys, you know, blah blah blah. I'm just saying how I legitimately feel about it. You know, I'm obviously not a newscasting channel. I do games, vlogs, and I act like an idiot. Pretty much the whole channel right there in a nutshell. But I guess the main thing I'm really just saying is that you thrive on drama, so you want to create drama yourself, and that's kind of shitty. You know, and that's really all about it that I have to say about Keemstar's channel. You know, it's just, sometimes I can find it kind of bullshit, a little bit. Like I said, I don't care too much for his channel, and this will probably be the only time I ever really talk about his channel, honestly. And so then on to the subject of other people, like, it's just a never-ending cycle of people making these bullshit claims and bullshit accusations at these big YouTubers just because they're becoming successful. PewDiePie is a grand example of that. Like, they have a dedicated channel on just making hate videos about him, and 9 times out of 10 they're total bullshit, and most of the kids are like 10 to 13 years old, and it's just stupid. It's sometimes it just gives me a headache seeing it. Like, he does a lot of the, you know, responding to hate video channels, or hate video on his own channel. It's funny to me. Like, I find it hilarious that he takes it in stride and just goes with it. But at the same time, it's just those things pop up so frequently that sometimes it just gives me a headache. But that's really about it of all I really wanted to do. I am recording something right now. Get the fuck out. Roommate's interrupting again, guys. Why are we not surprised? Say hi, roommate. But that's really it of what I wanted to talk about. It's just It's just a never-ending cycle, never-ending pattern of any YouTuber that gets big. There's always going to be that huge handful of other people that try and make some kind of hate accusation or some kind of claim that they did something very negative, mainly just for views, but also because they want to try and squander that channel's name. It's never going to work. Never has worked yet. But I don't know. What do you guys see about it? Do you guys see a pattern in something like that, or am I just spouting off nonsense like I normally do, anyways? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Put it down in the comments below, and maybe we can get a little discussion going on about this, because I can't be the only one that sees this kind of pattern. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button. If you want to see me upload some more, do not be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I'd like to see you guys come back for more because I love making these videos. And until my next video comes out, this is goodbye for now. See you guys. I know you're not vaping.
Oh man, I'm so bad at being the bad person. I heard your mom's dead.